We did it. We finally did it. The New York Giants are 2-0 for the first time since 2016. I am in utter disbelief. I'm excited. I can't believe this team has won 2 games. Brian Daboll does not know what it's like to lose. All he does is win. What's going on, guys? What's going on, 27 Squad? Welcome back into another video. I'm gonna calm down a little bit, make sure the mic doesn't pick up, I don't start peaking on the microphone. But man, I am so excited. The Giants are 2-0. They came out on top in their season opener. They win on the road in the first week. They win at home. Now we have 2 more home games consecutively after this one. Man, things are looking up. The stadium was rocking. The chat was rocking in our live stream. Thank you everybody for showing up. We have a lot of new subscribers as well, so welcome to the 27 Squad. But if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys use the promo code KB27 at manscaped.com. Get yourself a victory grooming set, the best in men's below the waist grooming. Listen, we're winners, right? We are winners. We're champions. Why not treat yourself as such? What? Treat yourself, king. Go ahead and treat yourself to some Manscaped products. Make sure you guys are all good down there, because I know you guys are going to celebrate tonight, and a lot of people have different ways of celebrating. So make sure you guys pick up anything at manscaped.com. Use the promo code KB27 for 20% off plus free shipping. The deal ends today. That's right, it ends today. So use it while you can. Make sure you guys pick it up. So where do I want to start? Obviously, the first play of the game. The first play, Chuba Hubbard on the kick return. He muffs it. Well, he doesn't muff it. He catches it, and Carter Coughlin on a special teams play hits it out with his helmet, and it's recovered by Dane Belton. The Giants take over. Now, the Giants stall out. Obviously, they're not good on offense. We'll talk about that later. But they stall out. They kick a field goal. It's a free 3 points. I will take it all day. Honestly, those were the 3 points we needed in that game. Like, those free 3 points was exactly what won us the game, right? It carried over. We won by 3 points, okay? Then the next play, the next drive for Carolina, they go down the field. They don't make it on 4th down, but there's a penalty. Now, I was ultimately happy with the penalty. We accepted I believe it was a holding call on 3rd down. They didn't convert anyway, and the Giants accepted the penalty, so it's giving them another 3rd down. This time it's 3rd and 22. They go for a wide receiver screen. Robbie Anderson catches it, but Julian Love does not quit. He goes in there and rips the ball out, and is recovered by the Giants. Again, I'm not sure who recovered this fumble. I'll go back and look at it to give them credit. I think maybe it was O'Shane. I can't remember who recovered the fumble. But the Giants, again, they go down the field, and they stall out again. We go for it on 4th down. We make it, and then we stall out again, and then we wind up kicking another field goal. So then we're up 6-0, and honestly, I would love for one of those drives to result in a touchdown. But listen, we have a free 6 points, relatively enough, right? A free 6 points. We had to fight for the second field goal, but we got it. Lo and behold, we got it, and we just need to maintain, the lead throughout the game. Eventually, we wind up giving that up. Baker Mayfield himself go down the field, and they scored their own 2 field goals. It's 6-6, and then Baker Mayfield scores a touchdown. It's 13-6, and then we score our touchdown with Daniel Bellinger making his first NFL catch of his career, and it is a touchdown. And same thing with Chris Myrick. Daniel Jones has a thing of doing that, making tight ends their first catch touchdowns. But Daniel Bellinger, it was I can't wait to break down the all 22 of this, because there were some great play calls in this. Obviously, not all of them were executed well, but a lot of great play calls in this. A lot of good play designs, and Daniel Bellinger had a fantastic play design. Mike Kafka had a fantastic play design to the end zone for Daniel Bellinger. Having Saquon Barkley go out in that wheel route, go upfield, clear out the flat, and Daniel Bellinger was right there and got himself into the end zone. He was just a hair into the end zone, but into the end zone nonetheless. He gets a touchdown. That was the only touchdown the Giants scored that game. Now let's talk about defense. Now Wink Martindale just is going to be one of the best additions to this defense, man. Wink Martindale completely just dominated this game. I know we let up 100 yards rushing to Christian McCaffrey. That was bound to happen. He was bound to have a comeback game from only being held to 33 yards last game. So I kind of knew Christian McCaffrey was going to run on us, but we held him at bay for the most part. I like how we did that. We did hold him at bay for the most part. He did get some crucial yardage, but we didn't allow him to take over a game. He had a big run. I believe that run went from 49 yards. He had a big run later in the game to help set them up for another field goal. I believe it set them up for another field goal. But we held him at bay. We had pressure coming from all sides. O'Shane Ximines had a really good game. Guys like Xavier McKinney had 2 batted passes, had himself a good game as well. Darnay Holmes struggled, but had some decent games as well. Had a decent play as well, a play or two as well. Guys that struggled. Cordell Flott struggled a lot in his first NFL debut pretty much. He didn't play in that last game. He had his NFL debut last game, and he did struggle. Okay, he gave up 2 big passes. He gave up a touchdown as well. It just didn't look good at all. More guys who struggled. Tay Crowder. Tay Crowder continues to struggle. We did not see a lot of Micah McFadden. I don't think we saw Micah McFadden at all in this game. I thought that was a shame, because I thought Micah McFadden could have been better defending against the outside runs. We sent a lot of blitzes, a lot of creative blitzes as well. Safeties off the edge, safeties rushing the A gap, safeties rushing the C gap. You know, we had Tay Crowder rushing the interior. He shot the gap a couple of times, completely whiffed on tackling Christian McCaffrey. This team has to get a lot better at tackling behind the line of scrimmage. We constantly are allowing these guys to break tackles and run for more yardage. We had 2 sacks in this game. O'Shane Ximines, and I believe, who else was the other side? Julian Love was the other sack. Julian Love had a fantastic sack on 3rd down at the end of the game to help us give the ball back. And you know, we had a couple of guys that should have gotten sacks, right? Leonard Williams, who left this game early with an injury. We're waiting to see an update on that. He did not return in the game, but he could have had a sack or 2. You know, we had guys like O'Shane could have had more sacks. Xavier McKinney had an unpicked up blitz, had a free rush to Baker Mayfield, completely whiffed on it. Baker Mayfield, one thing I will give credit to him on is getting the ball out quick. His short passes, the accuracy was fantastic, absolutely fantastic, and he was able to evade pressure. He was able to evade the sack and run for yards, something that Daniel Jones needs to learn, quite frankly, but he was able to escape pressure and use his feet to gain some yardage. Baker Mayfield played a game today. He only threw for like 140 yards, but I thought Baker Mayfield played well. And you forgot to win, Baker. You did everything except you forgot to win. So shout out to Baker. Daniel Jones, on the other hand, did struggle today. He threw some good passes. He had a 47-yarder to Kadarius Toney that wound up not counting in the first place because of I believe it was some holding call. It was an offensive pass interference by David Sills. I was not an OPI. It was stupid, but it is what it is. And then, you know, Kadarius Toney had a big play there, but it wound up doing nothing. He again had zero. He had 2 catches, 0 yards. I don't know what the hell is going on with that. Kenny Golladay didn't even get targeted today. He barely was in the game today. I don't know how they're managing the personnel, but we're literally winning games with Richie James and David Sills starting for us. Like, that's ridiculous. I don't understand that at all. Sterling Shepard played well. He was a good safety blanket for us today. I would like to see him get more looks. I'd like to see him be schemed up a little bit more. He's getting paid like $11 million and we're doing nothing with him. Pretty much 6 receptions, 34 yards. He's not being a focal point. Instead, we're using guys like Richie James and David Sills as our focal point. So Saquon Barkley didn't have the game that we thought he was going to have, have another breakout game, but he carried the ball well. He only had 3.4 yards per carry, 21 rushes, but he picked it up towards the end of the game, and he finished with 72 rushing yards. I'm okay with that. I'm completely okay with that. 3.4 yards per carry. He struggled early. The run blocking was not there early. They were stuffing him behind the line of scrimmage. It looked very reminiscent of years past, but they did a good job. Gary Brightwell had himself a good run on like a freaking 30 personnel. I've never seen a 31 personnel before. 3 running backs, 1 tight end. Never seen that before, and we do it here. And Gary Brightwell from the fullback position lines up and takes it 14 yards for a first down. I love that a lot. Defensively, like I said, we played a really good game defensively. I am very, very happy with our defense. We allowed this team to only score 16 points. last week it was 20 points. I mean, this is very reminiscent of 2016. Now, I'm not going to say we are a 2016 11-5 type team. Not saying that at all, and I'm not even trying to infer that, but it's very similar. The play style very similar. We're playing, we're playing not to lose the game on offense, and we're playing tough, aggressive defense. It's very similar to 2016 and how we were successful then. I'm excited, guys. I'm excited. We got to see what's going on with Leonard Williams. I hope that he's okay. But, we didn't let a lot of these, with the pressure got there. Carolina has themselves a really good defense. Give them credit. Their defense is great. And, we didn't allow them to completely break us on offense. We were able to, just barely do enough to score more points. That's all I gotta talk about now is my instant reaction and analysis for you guys. Maybe I'll be back later on in the week to discuss this more. You guys know we're gonna be breaking down the all 22 film, and we'll be going on from there. And then Know Your Opponent will be either Thursday or Friday. So be on the lookout for those videos, guys. Thank you for all my new subscribers. Keep with us. The Giants are 2-0. I believe we're second in the NFC right now. First in the NFC East, second in the NFC. Let's go, Giants. Keep pounding, Giants. Keep pounding. Woo!